Hello, friends. Welcome to your December reading for Aries. I just have to tell you, right before I was about to start this, in your brain, you kind of just like run through your intro or whatever. Um, I just had this urge to it just felt like a party. So your energy feels like a party right now. Um, awesome. I love it. Party energy is never unwelcome energy. Heck yeah, there we go. 10 of Cups coming out right off the bat with the 6 of Pentacles. Really great energy. It matches right up with that party. I can understand why you're ready for a party now. Knight of Cups is out, and I figured one more. It's so funny. The 5 of Wands wanted to poke its head out in the reverse. So maybe for a few of you, you might be resisting some kind of argument. That has come out, though. The reason that I said that was interesting is because that card has come out, I think, 5 out of the last 6 readings. So, just interesting. I think that there is an element of, I don't want to say full-blown arguments. It doesn't feel like fist fighting or anything like that, but just an uneasiness in the collective that, there's disagreements, and it's not totally surprising because we are more affected than normal by Mars, which can be argumentative, and we are in the holiday seasons, so we can be triggered by all kinds of things like our family and friends and people that we are seeing more out of obligation than desire. Okay. So there are those elements there. I just figured, since it wanted to poke its head out, that I would throw that out there. But one did land on the ground. That's our final card for this reading. Let me go ahead and grab it, and I will be right back. So, wouldn't you know it, you had the 7 of Wands pop out. So it's less of an argument, more of like, the first word that came to mind is struggle, and that's not really what I mean. It's more of like a challenge. So whether that's, and I feel this for like your more immediate future. I know I'm kind of jumping ahead because now I'm starting at the end. In this position, it feels like more the immediate future or soon to come future, where there's something that you've been building toward, and there will be a particularly challenging bit that you'll be facing in your pursuit of that goal. So, you're going to be tested, and you're going to have to persevere through it. But like I said, that's starting at the end. Let's go ahead and get back to the beginning. Again, I can understand why you're kind of in this party energy. 10 of Cups is like a happy ending. It can be a marriage. So for a subset of you, you may be celebrating a marriage or getting ready to get married, kind of in that preparation phase. But for some of you, that's what you're looking at. It's in that romantic marriage realm. And I mean, even the Knight of Cups came out after that. This is a very romantic card as well. So, this isn't a romance reading in particular, but for a subset of you, that part is going to resonate as, it's a romantic part of your story. It's a romantic chapter. So even if you're not looking directly at marriage, it might be taking the next step toward that. Maybe you're getting engaged. This is a popular time of year to get engaged, right? So that definitely could be it. Paired with the 6 of Pentacles. Well, let's back up a little bit. With this 10 of Cups, another aspect of it is just coming into harmony, getting into alignment with yourself and your goals and the things that you desire in life, right? Those things are coming to fruition. Paired with the 6 of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles is a very generous card, a very generous feeling. So I feel like part of you attaining your highest goals is maybe bringing people with you, or, giving away a certain amount. Maybe part of your big vision of your life is, being in a more charitable position, whether that means that you have amassed a certain amount of wealth that now you can give away to certain charities, or that charity is just built into your organization as a whole. But it feels like that's something that's very important to you. And in you reaching your goals, reaching your pinnacle, all of that, and finding your ultimate alignment, you're able to bless so many other people with that same kind of wealth. So I don't necessarily mean monetary wealth. We're not just talking about money here. It can be a lot of things, right? Maybe in your grand scheme of your vision, you see like providing an additional shelter in your community, or whatever it may look like. Again, I don't like to get into the nitty-gritty details of everything that each card could be, because these are general readings and it could go a lot of different ways. But I have faith that when I talk about these things, if it applies to you, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you don't really need further explanation. Or if it doesn't make sense now, maybe it will in the future. And it being a general reading, it's okay if it doesn't all apply to you. Just keep your eye out for a nugget of help. That's always what I shoot for. Anywho, so moving on, we have the Knight of Cups that came out next. Knights, typically I get this feeling of like acting really quickly, but this Knight is more measured. As I said before, he can be kind of a signifier of like romance. It could be someone turning on the charm, whether that is you or someone in your life. But if romance is just not on your radar right now, the Knight of Cups also points toward imagination. And certainly when you're in this kind of energy where you're aligned and excited and able to give to others, that can ignite all kinds of different things within your imagination and ways to move forward and grow in your abundance, both for yourself and for others around you. That's a beautiful place to be. So keep yourself open in that next chapter where imagination could play a huge role in taking your realized dreams from this to like magnified 10 times. Now we're coming to where I started at the end, the Seven of Wands. Like I said, that could be a challenge that you're facing, and it's really pulling you to be more persistent. It's calling you to persevere through whatever this challenge brings up. You're in a really good place right now where I have no doubt you can make that happen. And no matter what challenges arise for you, or maybe it's a competition that's coming up or something like that, but no matter what you're facing, it seems like you have the ability to conquer anything and get through it well. Not just survive, but thrive. So maybe for those of you who are on cloud nine, it's just kind of a foreshadow of like, just be on the lookout, right? Don't ever let your guard down all the way, because there's always something that's going to be coming toward you. I don't mean don't let your guard down in the sense of like letting people in and things like that. But don't close yourself off in this bubble of like goodness and purely positive and happy. to the point where you're missing like the next thing coming up. And I know that sounds silly. It sounded silly to me as I'm saying it. But you know, I mean, sometimes we just, when something feels good, we want to prolong it as much as possible. I totally understand that, but you have to understand that what's coming next for you is also waiting. And that can, like I said, it can take you 10 times from where you are now. So if you think this feels good, just you wait. I have a feeling some really, really great things are coming your way, not just in December, but for the whole next year. It feels like your journey, even though you may face some challenges and things like that, you're ready to explode. And how exciting is that? Heck yeah, I'm excited for you. Let's go ahead and pull an oracle card here. I've said this a few times on the other readings too. It feels like you don't even need like an advice or anything like that. But let's go ahead with an oracle card anyways. I got your back. Heck yeah. You know, that feels personal. It feels like, I mean, if you know me in real life, you know I want to be there for the people in my life, and I care deeply about the people in my life. I'm not always good at showing it or being super consistent, and that's something that I really, really want to work on. But I hope that anyone who knows me in real life or on the internet or whatever knows that if they were to reach out, I'm here. And if I am at all able, I do try to make it, you know. I try to show up for my people. So, even in the simplest terms of clients, I have readings available, and you know, even if it's booked up full and you write me and you say, man, I need an emergency reading, I do try to fit you in. So, whatever that is, you know, even if all it is I get to be your cheerleader for that day, and you reach out on social media somewhere and you say, man, I'm having a really hard time. Maybe not man, I'm not man. That's just my vernacular. But, hey, Nikki, I'm having a really hard day. I got your back. Let me pump you up. I'll be your cheerleader, okay? I believe in you. So, remember that when you are going through these challenges. I'm going to leave that there for the basic reading. I'll go ahead and pull some clarifying cards. I think I'm going to gear it toward what's coming toward you as far as like those challenges and stuff like that, because it seems like what's going on right now is pretty straightforward. So, if you'd like to join me, head on over to Patreon. I try to keep that as affordable as possible. So if you're at all interested, go check that out. And regardless whether I meet you over there or not, thank you so much for being here and for supporting my journey. I hope to read for you again soon, and I hope that your December is wonderful. I love you lots. Bye.